For gambling, I have never gambled. I tried once, but it didn't work out for me because I didn't. The first time I tried to bet, I didn't win, and so ever since then, I didn't find it as important, and I didn't think it's not a good way for young people to make money. So I have never found interest in gambling.
Sports betting has become the most popular form of gambling on the rise of sports betting in the continent. According to Geospol series of studies, Kenya has the highest number of gambling youth in sub-Saharan Africa, and this is no different with campus students in various universities. Ochieng Robin, an ardent gambler for a very long time now, admits that gambling is two-way traffic. It's either you win or lose. Previously, he has lost a lot of money and interjects that gambling should be done with moderation.
So about gambling, I've tried gambling, actually gambled. I'm a gambler and I've lost and I've gained. But if I check the frequency, I've lost more than I've gained. Though I think it's a cool thing if you know the order of the games and you know how to jungle around. But I would advise a guy who gambles, don't do it for your team. Like, bet on other teams. Don't bet on your team, because if you bet on your team, you'll bet with the love of the team. And what if you lose? You lose your money. So you need to bet as a gambler, not with the passion of your team. And one more thing I can advise guys who gamble: do it in moderation. Like, you can bet once in a week, twice in a week. Like, you put 100, 200, not everything. You moderate your...
And up close with Brian Wanjiko, who is a CEO of BetStart, insists that betting or gambling should be an informed perspective.
Welcome to today's segment as we discuss more about gambling. Joining us today in this discussion is none other than one gambling technical expert by the name Brian Wanjiko, and it will be a pleasure to hear from him about perspectives on gambling. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming. Now, gambling. What do you know about it?
Okay. I know a bit of it. I know, okay, when I say a bit, I'm saying it a bit to mean in the technical terms. But to quantify it in real-time information, yeah, I know significant amounts of it in relation to data and computation of it, so yes.
Gambling has been argued to be having effects on the Kenyan youth, according to statistics revealed just recently by the Minister for Interior Coordination.
Yes.
Are you aware of some of these effects that youth face on gambling?
I would say it's a yes, there are effects that are there, and I will say also a no, given the fact that we have other social factors that contribute to the emotional stability within amongst the youth that we have in Kenya. So I wouldn't entirely demonize betting and state that, oh, it's betting that is the cause of all this. I would say it's other things, and also when you factor in betting, then it becomes something else. But I wouldn't entirely put the sole responsibility of mental stability of our youth to that. So I agree with the data released by the Interior Cabinet Secretary, yes, but I also disagree with it in relation and in light of the fact that we do have a lot of social issues that are uncatered for in Kenya, like our own governance of system, the kind of attention we pay to the youth of this country. So all those factors, plus betting being one of the factors that just might be there. Now, where I come in is, like, for instance, I have a small startup company known as BetStart. So what we do is, like, we look at the pattern in which a game is going. We look at the pattern in which a team is known to perform. Apart from that, since patterns also might change because the games are from people, played by people and stuff, so we also compute in a historical aspect. Like, for instance, throughout the age of history, what has been happening? Whether if there are those times that are known to shake, whether if a team is going to avenge a certain point or goal that was set ages ago. We put all these facts into consideration, we compute them and come up with a prediction. Now, if your prediction works, we get a cut of 30% and we leave you the rest. So don't bet from luck or being a die-hard fan, bet from an informed point of perspective.
Mr. Brown later urges gamblers that they should be knowledgeable, since gambling is one of the fastest way of making money.
Do we have more people who are gaining or more people who are losing?
We have more people who are losing, and the reason is why I have to come up and say we have more people who are losing. As I highlighted before in my previous point, many people are betting without knowledge. It's like business. The same thing in business, there is profit and loss. It's the same thing with betting. There are losers and gainers. Same thing at NSC, Nairobi Stock Exchange. Gaining and losing is the part of the trade, is the part of the business. I don't see anyone demonizing businesses. So why should it be that now we are demonizing betting?
Meet with Killian Luhombo, who is a professional gambler on the verge of betting, and this is what he says about gambling.
Hi, my name is Killian Luhombo, but my friends call me Kish, aka Betting Champ. Right now, I'm actually betting on Bayern Munich and Arsenal. I'd advise anyone out there, if you can bet wisely. I love betting because betting keeps my pockets full. I'm never broke in school. No one likes a broke guy anyway.
However, there are some people who are pessimistic about gambling. They vow never to involve themselves in such activities, terming it to be a waste of time and money.
Honestly, I don't know anything about gambling, because what I hear about gambling is that if you go into it, you get addicted and then you end up losing all the stuff that you have. Yeah, so if I was to gamble, I wouldn't even think of it.
My take about gambling is that I really hate gambling. I have never gambled and I will never gamble. Because a reason behind that is that I think it's just a waste of time and of course a waste of your money.
It has been established that gambling has some notable positive effects. However, the negative effects seem to outweigh the advantages. Gamblers, especially the youth, should exercise discretion as they engage in this act.